Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth, beloved of Yahuwah. Today we are doing Beguiled Eden to Armageddon, video number 44. Get down, Rasa, now! We are on ETs and UFOs. With continual frequency shifts in Earth's electromagnetic resonances, a form of telepathic communication controlled by Satan is on the horizon. In preparation for this paradigm shift, New Age gurus are already encouraging people in their conferences, as mentioned earlier, to talk to extraterrestrials or ETs, which many refer to as ancient aliens and our space brothers. Their workshops are teaching people to be open and receptive so they can hear ET's voice in their mind's eye, pineal gland. These teachers claim it was ETs who created mankind and that they will soon return to help Earth by raising our evolutionary process so we can all be one big happy family. Conference goers are told to trust ETs and to relax and kick back so that these ETs can easily infiltrate their minds. In other words, ETs want people to do what makes them happy without ever being convicted by their conscience to worry that there is coming a dreadful and terrible day of judgment for those mingling with such serpents. Because we all know ETs are demons from other dimensions or from the dark realms. Having people simply open up their minds so these flying serpents can fill them with their lies is being encouraged all over the world. Such increasing infiltration explains why Vatican officials claimed in 2011 that Satanism was on the rise and more exorcists were needed to handle increasing demonic possessions. Do they not understand the demonic connection between ETs and flying serpents being Satan and his fallen angels? They know the truth, but agreeing to this would mean not being able to embrace them as their space brothers like they have announced they will one day do when the aliens reveal themselves. Satan's power over the air to announce his deceptive grand return as Yahusha, or Jesus to the Christians, will be magnificent. His army of fallen angels disguised as ancient aliens have ability to take the present UFO phenomena to new heights in order to secure Satan's acceptance as Messiah, or Mashiach. Over the last several years, UFO sightings have been gaining popularity in all media worldwide. Many of those sightings have been confirmed by various professional people from all walks of life. Dr. Allah Shaheen, head of the Cairo University Archaeology Department, told his audience in December 2010 there might be truth to the theory that aliens helped the ancient Egyptians build the oldest pyramids, the pyramids of Giza. There is something inside the pyramid that is not of this world. A documentary titled Secret KGB UFO Files claims Russia discovered a tomb of an alien inside an Egyptian pyramid. Pictures of that alien supposedly was also found on hieroglyphics there, depicting the alien as having reptilian and frog-like characteristics. Frog-like sounds really satanic, and reptilian. These are the same physical characteristics Revelation 16:14 says belongs to spirits of devils. The Illuminati is very likely the group on Earth still making contact with fallen angels daily, just as Egyptian pharaohs did, because they know what frequency these beings communicate on. As mentioned earlier, with such a vast array of discs that SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence is what that stands for, owns and operates. It makes one really wonder what they are really listening to. If they have most of their employees and volunteers tuned to a wavelength having no activity, while those in back rooms or underground are tuned to an active wavelength, then communication with another dimension could be going on simultaneously, and only those tuned to the right frequency would know it. This might answer MUFON, all capitals, MUFON specialist Stanton Freeman's ongoing question as to why SETI uses radio waves to search for extraterrestrials that he believes would be an obsolete form of communication for them, because aliens would be so far advanced from that technology. His claim would not be true if their universal collective consciousness connecting them like bees or hive mind is transferred through electromagnetic waves like Dr. Joy's research contends. These creatures were all created by Yahuwah, and they use the same mode of communication just like the rest of creation's animals. Everything Creator Yahuwah created, whether in the physical or spiritual realm, is vibrating at a certain frequency. I'm sorry. The whole house is sick again. Okay. He is Yahuwah the Almighty Kodesh One of all, and that means of everything. On a radio, one turn of its dial may have static while clicked on another frequency in the same location. Everything is loud and clear, like changing from an AM station to a FM station. Conspiracy theorists claimed NASA did this during moon landings because some ham radio operators actually reported they heard secret communications going on, not being broadcast to the American people. What was so important that NASA had to flip a secret frequency? No one was supposed to be out there in space except us, right? Well, apparently this was not the case because it was reported to NASA by the astronaut there really was a Santa Claus. So something was really flying out there with our astronauts. And since Santa has the same letters as Satan, by just moving the letter N around, it makes sense why flying serpents must be kept a highly classified secret. Keeping commoners out of the loop and not knowing the truth has been going on for a long time. Roscoe, chill, sit down. American taxpayers paid hard-earned money to build NASA, who seems to be keeping a lot of secrets from us. In fact, commoners have been doing all the hard work for ages while serpents have sat on their royal thrones enjoying the ride. During Japan's massive 9.1 magnitude record-breaking earthquake on March 11, 2011, several reports of UFOs and thousands of flashing lights similar to the Mayans' predictions of orb-like ornaments that are to manifest at the end of days were witnessed over its epicenter. Later in the month, UFOs were also filmed near Japan's volcanoes as they became active. At the same time, crop circles appeared with geometric designs indicating nuclear disaster, which some researchers tied to what was happening with the nuclear meltdowns in Japan. In support of UFOs being real phenomena, the British government released about 9,000 pages of secret UFO reports, citing over the past 60 years that UFOs were witnessed in great numbers during times when our world suffered great crisis. Just what are these flying serpents up to? One thing is for certain, these unidentified crafts house serpents, because when a person experiences an alien abduction, the key to stopping them is by calling on the name of Yahusha. It says here J-E-S-U-S, but we know it's Yahusha. Only Yahusha can keep serpents from wreaking havoc on you. The scripture tells that nothing else but Yahusha has authoritative power over Satan and his minions. According to the Mutual Unidentified Flying Object Network, MUFON, between July and August 2011, there was an all-time increase in reported UFOs. In fact, from 2010 to 2012, there was a 67% increase in UFO activity worldwide. Get down now, Roscoe, now! Okay, sorry guys. The country of, in fact, 2010 to 2020, 2010 to 2012, there was a 67% increase in UFO activity worldwide. The country of Wales, whose flag was a big red has a big red dragon on it with wings, continued to be a UFO and animal mutilation hotspot during 2011 and 2012. Commonalities between UFOs, fallen angels, or aliens, crop circles, cattle mutilations, and paranormal activity involving light, sound, and color are extensive. Each phenomenon is strategically connected to sacred geometry and hidden mysteries that Hashatan or Satan and his fallen angels taught Cain's lineage before the flood. Knowledge on how to use harmonic geometric sciences continued after the flood through Ham's lineage of megalithic builders. Natural harmonic frequencies formed a matrix on Earth are easily manipulated using Satan's ability as a covering cherub. His control over that matrix for generations was called paths of the dragon, or dragon lines, as mentioned earlier. These paths connect Earth's 33rd parallel to Mount Hermon, whose summit straddles a border between Syria and Lebanon, where fallen angels first came upon the daughters of man before the flood. Dragon paths can generate altered states of consciousness and can be used by Satan to telepathically control mankind's pineal gland. Electromagnetic waves connect brain waves to Earth's magnetic fields through these ley lines that are influenced by natural Earth currents known as telluric energy. Dragon paths or ley lines cross and form a dragon node of even greater energy. This greater telluric energy is where ancients positioned their oracle sites and channeled evil spirits as a medium because it connected their pineal glands to Satan's collective consciousness. Our scriptures warns about such oracles and forbids use of them, not because they do not work, but because they do conjure up evil spirits, or evil ruach oath. Electromagnetic low-frequency, ELF waves, can be manipulated to alter psychological, emotional, and biological responses in all living things, not just humans. Since the pineal gland is the gateway for such manipulation, one must keep evil waves from mixing with it. If not, the person eventually becomes spiritually blind, deluded, and their consciousness seared, or their conscience seared. The effect of strobe lights used by many UFOs is hypnotic, and in some people can induce seizures because the lights are changing their brainwave patterns. Their faint humming noise involves a harmonic pitch capable of altering consciousness, just as a mantra of saying Om does for a yogi practitioner or Kundalini guru. Light affects mood, and especially those hormones produced by the pineal gland. It is these same pineal hormones that are directly displaced and altered inside crop circles. Satan is fine-tuning his evil harmonic pitch against the body of humanity. Natural biological processes are going on within a person have no capability to fight against being autonomically controlled internally by stimuli outside one's body. Lack of internal self-defense mechanisms against outside manipulation are well documented in case after case, where those experiencing paranormal activity encounter breathing problems, feel like one is suffocating, develop increased pulse rate, feel hot or extremely cold, encounter uncontrollable shaking or trembling, find it difficult to think, feel dizzy, become lightheaded, sense panic, hear voices, experience a beat inside one's head that will not stop, and in some cases commit suicide. There is 2.5 more pages to this, and we will continue on and finish this chapter next time, whenever I can. I'm not feeling the greatest, and things might be changing where I might not be able to do my videos so frequently. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We will be doing part 2 of the chapter on ETs and UFOs next time, and it'll be video 45. And the one after that is DNA reprogrammed. I love you all so much with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuwah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth.